shit. My hands are kind of full. I didn't think this out all the way. I was in the stories and I was like, let me go live so they know I'm living my life. Pause. Y'all, I'm gonna do one of those. To find my tripod. Hold on. Yeah, I think we can do it like that. There we go. Alright, that'll work. Amen. 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 Here, let me. I say who? I say, okay, hold on. I say who? I'll open the screen door because I do want to look outside and see what the fuck is going on while I pack up everything and go grab a few things I need. But yeah, I still got like 5 hours of battery on this. I still got battery on this. I still got battery on 2 other devices in my backpack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 devices. And on this device alone, I got 5 hours of battery. So I'm at like 79% on this phone. And so I'm like, yo, I'm finna chill. I'm finna get this book done. I was grabbing some lady stuff yesterday and like I got like interrupted and hated on and shit. And then like the events of the day happened in such a way that by the time I got back here yesterday, I got back here, I had my Chick-fil-A and my shit, and I was like, oh, fuck, motherfucker, because I forgot to go back to the store, you know what I'm saying, and it was just like, that was the whole reason why I went to the store when I went to the store, because I knew I needed it, I got it, and I was trying to keep moving forward, like, get the stuff, go to the beach, drop the audio, and I regret going to the beach, but I don't regret going to the beach because I went to the beach on purpose because I knew the sound was going to be better. You know, like, you hear all these cars driving past now, like in this live. You can hear everything. You can hear when the buses pull up. You can hear, you know, you can hear, like, planes. You can hear everything. And, like, sometimes, like weirdos and law enforcement and whatever be in here looking at my lives acting like they're fans or whatever, but they don't troll accounts and they're really just police, and they'll be around and they'll turn the siren on and all this other shit so that it be busy, so that it sounds chaotic. And I didn't even want to take that chance yesterday when I was making my favorite love song, and so I just wanted some quiet. You know, that's all I wanted. I got to get my country voice on. I wanted some quiet. That's what I wanted. Okay. And, I got it too. Cause I didn't tell nobody I was going to the beach. I was minding my business. So nobody knew. You know what I mean? And when I got there, it was empty as fuck. It was empty. It was empty. The minute, whoever the fuck was listening or watching or standing around, like, heard me pull out the music, that's when all of a sudden everybody got loud. Then a full-ass band showed the fuck up. I was like, but you gonna sit right... That's why I showed y'all in the video. But you gonna sit right here? Like, you could have went... And I wasn't even hating because old boy who was on the drums who looked like Freddy Krueger, he was getting down. He was getting down. But I was like, really, fam? That's what we're doing? I was like, man, y'all better be glad this shit only take me 15, 20 minutes to do. And I knew it. That's the whole reason why I did it. I was like, I'd knock that shit out 15, 20 minutes. I can get me a beautiful view. I can get to center myself for a minute. I can get my hum on. And then go back into the world and execute this book and other shit. And it just did not flow smoothly like that. And it irritated me. And then when I was trying to get my items and all that shit happened, and they shut the site down. So, you know, I was getting my stuff. Your card's been declined. I was like, there's over $35 on this card. You're a liar. This is the dollar store, bitch. That's why I went to the dollar store. And it's like, no, it's not working. I was like, And then I went, I was like, man, what the fuck? I know that's some bullshit. And then I went and it's like, on hold, da da da. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I had to call the people. Then they was like, your call is on hold. You're in the queue for 20 minutes. It was just all this stupid shit. And I was just like, that shit stole a whole hour and a half from me. Because I had to sit there and take care of that. And then I had to get back on the bus because I had to go to the beach. And you got to wait on the bus to show up. There's all this shit. And I was just sitting there like, my book. Like, I started feeling anxiety because I'm like, my book. I just want to get to the book. I just want to get to the book. I just want to get to the book. And that's when like I told y'all last night on the live, I had to be like, calm down. It's okay. We're okay. It's okay. We're okay. Just breathe. Just fuck it. Just breathe. Then it was hot as fuck. It was hot as fuck. The sun came out and everything was blazing. And being inside the tent, even though I had my little door open and shit, by the time I put it up and all that, I was hot. And I was like, ugh. I was like, are they still holding the funds on my card? Like, what are we doing? I was like, I'm thirsty. I was like, what the fuck? I had a sandwich left over from Burger King. I was like, what is happening? And I started packing up my shit. And I forgot that I had to go downhill to get to that beach. So when I was, after I was packing up, I was going up the hill, dragging this suitcase. All I got to say is, ain't nothing funnier than listening to a bitch struggle. Like, a woman's struggle noise is just like, oh, Jesus, come on, okay, we almost there. Okay, oh, Lord, oh, God, oh, Jesus. Like, I was doing all that shit all the way up the hill. It was ridiculous. I was scaring white people. It was horrible. And I ended up going to McDonald's. I was like, I know I got $1 somewhere. I'm finna get a large Coke and call it a day. And God was good. I had the $1, of course. And I had a large Coke. And I was like, dude, I'm finna go sit down somewhere, be the fuck quiet, and charge up all my shit and just not say nothing. And I did that. And when I was done with that, I went to Chick-fil-A. I was like, I don't even want to do nothing but go back to my tent. But by the time all that transpired, and by the time I caught the bus, got the connecting bus, and got back over here, it was like 10. Dude, I was done with my shower and breakfast and all that shit at like 11, 12-ish. I felt so robbed, y'all. I was just like... So today, I kind of like first awoke at like 5:40 or something. That's when I first came conscious. And my body was just like not feeling it. I had been pushing myself to like 5 a.m. for like the past, like not going to bed at all. And then at 5 a.m., like once I start feeling droopy, I start misspelling shit. I just hit save and I just shut everything down. Because, at that point, I'm like, my brain is a vegetable. It's not going to work. And so at 5, my brain was still a vegetable. And I was just like, all right, I can't, my thoughts, I don't even understand. Like, I'm just going to lay down. So when I got up, I laid there for a minute. And I was like, yep, I feel sharper. I'm ready. And so I got up and I, started getting clean and doing all my stuff. I have, I got everything. I keep a bag of everything. I have everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm not even finna waste time going over there. I gotta get over there. I gotta wait on the bus, get on the bus, go over there. They gonna tell me if they're ready for me or if they, got a line, whatever the deal is or whatever. And usually before they started, before they plugged up the outlet, I would plug up my phone to wait while I waited. But then they started taking me right away, so there was no reason to plug my phone because they would just take me right away. And like I told you, I stopped hanging out there a long time ago. So, once I get my shower, I'll be gone. But I was just like, why even go? I was like, that's going to be time wasted. I'm like, to do what? I was like, today, I just don't even care. And I don't have anything to explain to anybody and nothing to prove. Like, I don't have shit to prove. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care. I care about the book, and that's it. And so I was like, fuck it. I took me some OnlyFans photos. Cause I gotta engage with my community over there. Like, they paid more money than y'all. I can't abandon my people. All right. And, I was sitting here before I went live with y'all, cause I want to go live over there more. And I'm like, I should throw jams and jokes over there. I was like, I should. There's no reason why I shouldn't, because I want to boost up my content over on OnlyFans. And I was like, the twerk videos are staying. I still got a mulatto twerk video that I got to put together. It's coming. If you follow me on OnlyFans, just know it's coming. I ain't forget about you. I got you. Now, that's coming for sure. And I was like, well, shit, I might as well, because especially since I'm going to be making new remakes every Friday with Jams and Jokes. Nude remakes. Of course. It's like, so I shot my nudes. Oh, fuck. Look at this. Look at the hearts, though. That's hilarious. I was like, no remakes. We go in there. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull some cards right now. Y'all are fun. Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me a little moment. Before I forget. Yeah, but that's all that's happening. I'm just like, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm like, I just want to get my book done. Like, and not being able to attack it the way I want to caused so much anxiety. And I was just like, I can limit all of that today if I just stay the fuck in my goddamn pen. And see, yesterday I didn't have that option because I wrote a whole lot the day before and I was just chilling in the tent, just writing. So I used the battery, batteries get used, So I had to re-up, you know what I mean? Yesterday I had to. It was a necessity. But today I was like, because I didn't write and get to it the way I wanted to, I ain't even use all the shit I charged. So it's still charged. So, like I said, like when I get off this phone, I might be at 60%, but still, this shit was on 70. And then this one is on 34, but I'm about to charge it in a minute. Oh, I still got battery here, so I might as well just get on it now. But, actually, hold on, you guys. Doing multiple things at once, taking vitamins, just doing shit. Hold on. Turn that off. Power this down, because motherfuckers be on bullshit. I really don't want to have to change my number again, but I feel like I might, because people just don't know how to act. They just don't know how to fucking act. Like, they just don't. I'm gonna have to change my number and delete my motherfucking post about texting y'all, because this shit, I like peace in my life. I almost ran away at 15 because I like peace in my life. I looked at my family like, nigga, y'all is on some bullshit. Cause when you 15, you can't go nowhere. You're a minor. You live there. That's where you live. You live there. What else you gonna go? And I didn't start working until I was 17. So I was like, where the fuck am I live? You know what I mean? But it was so chaotic there. I was like, man, fuck it. I'll figure it out. I hate you people. Like, that's how I felt at 15. I tried to love them, but when I look back on it though, I laugh at myself because I'm like, bitch, you ain't even have a car. I laugh at me because I'm like, I was on my, look. That's when you know you fed up with motherfuckers. That's why I cursed out my sister yesterday like, bitch, you live in a tent. Think about how horrible y'all got to be if I would rather be in this motherfucker than with y'all. You really missing the point. You spending so much time trying to hate me and hate on me, you not examining your motherfucking self. Take a self-examination for just a second and think, what kind of miserable bitch must I be if I don't even want to be around you motherfuckers. I left y'all and I keep leaving y'all. I went back to Chicago in 2013. Didn't stay. Oh my God. Didn't stay. Did not stay. 4 months into it. This was a motherfucking mistake. Now I'm married. Now, God damn it. Then the marriage failed? Oh, bitch, I'm out of here. What? Bought me a BMW station wagon. Whatever can fit in my car. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out. Niggas was mad. This was hard. Left them motherfuckers. Car broke down in Iowa, folks. Iowa. 1 state over. Okay? My passengers who was riding out with me to Cali because they wanted to move to Cali, but their heart really wasn't in it. It was just something they was doing because they thought they was getting a free trip on me. Not so much my not so much my god nephew, because my god mom came through like, yo, this is how we could do this. He was accounted for, but my college classmate was trying to just go all the way to California with us, and all he had was $20 in his pocket, and didn't tell me that. Did not tell me that. He told me his brother was gonna help out. He told me other shit, but then once the car broke in Iowa, And I looked around and was like, what is we gonna do? That's when he volunteered the information. I was gonna tell you, but I got $20. And I was looking at him like, but I'm paying for gas, and this gas ain't free. Dude, we're only in Iowa. We got like a day and a half worth of driving to do. Like, everybody wanted to go back to Chicago. I ended up getting a hotel for us, and we all was in the hotel till we figured it out. I called my insurance company. I told them what happened. I worked something that, man, I went crazy at first. Not like crazy, but I went crazy on them. And they, you know how customer service, ma'am, there's just no need for that language. Like, they did that. I went off. I was like, dude, what the fuck? There's got to be, like, what the fuck do you pay for insurance for? If did it, like, I just went all the way in. Long story short, insurance was like, all right, take it. If you can find an approved, there's like, if you can get a tow company to take it to one of our approved mechanic shops in the area, we'll cover the whole thing and ship your car to wherever you was gonna go. Because I was like, this was the transportation. I'm in the middle of a move. I have everything I own in the car. Everything I own in the car. I'm in the middle of a move. You know? And they were like, all right, so, you know, we'll get it towed to one of our approved mechanics, and then we'll get you a rental, and we'll ship the car to where you were originally gonna go. And I was like, they was like, all you gotta do is give us the address of where we gotta ship the car. And I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. I worked that out. I didn't have it worked out at first. Because at first, they was giving me the runaround, so I didn't have a definitive answer on what I was going to do. And that's when my nephew was like, fuck this, I'm going back to Chicago. Like, he's like, I ain't really want to go to California like that. I kind of just wanted to do something different. But fuck that, I'm going to just go back to Chicago. And I was like, you are? I was like, yo, we can work this out. Like, you could come. He was like, I'm going back to Chicago. It's just not for me. I was like, all right. Then my homie, the nigga with $20, yeah, I'm going to go back to Chicago too. So you mean to tell me I was going to LA by myself? Because I was just going to go myself. Y'all, attach yourselves to the trip. We made up this whole, let's go make memories, cross country. Man, this is like my 4th time driving cross country. This y'all first time. I'm gonna make sure y'all have fun. I'm gonna make it lit. We did all that for everybody to pack up their bags and go home. Back to Chicago. Your girl was like, no. I know what Chicago's about. I just had the worst winter ever there. And I'm this is actually interesting because I'm at this phase in the book where I'm covering this part or whatever. But I was like, dude, I had already came back to Chicago from college. And that wasn't my original plan. It was to go from college to New York. Because I wanted to just go straight to New York back when I was leaving high school. And me and my mama got into it because she didn't want me to go to NYU. And I was just like, okay, but like, I don't really want to be here. Like, fuck here. What are we talking about? And she was on the streets of New York will eat you alive, bitch. I live in Chicago. My elementary school was in the middle of a war zone, a gangland. And you gonna tell me that New York will eat me alive? Bitch, we was on the low end. What is you saying? I know where we live, but the world ain't Beverly. I got that part by now, Ma. She wasn't feeling it. She acted like I was living in the sticks. And so we made a compromise. And the furthest I got was Central Illinois because I was just like, because I was like, all right, well, Stanford. She was like, no, what's wrong with you? You know, the problem with me and my mom, the thing that like, she just couldn't admit it. And things probably would have even been better for us, between us in those years and during that time. Things probably also would have been better for me relationship wise with others had she just given me that love. The thing about my mom was the real reason why she never wanted me to roam too far is because, number one, I had my mama's back. That's the reason why these other niggas don't like me. Like, people will forever try to like rewrite the truth or like rephrase and remix our relationship, the bond we had. But nah, Like, we had what we had, but that was, you know, the clashing of coming of age and all that. But I ain't let motherfuckers go ham on mom. Like, never did I. Like, my sister got the choke marks to prove it. Like, I don't... She like, my mom was struggling at one point with cancer. Like, really sick. And she would just yell at her about something. And I walked in one day like, hey, you gonna have to shut the fuck up. Like, stop talking. If you're going to administer medicine, administer medicine. If you're going to, you know, like, feed her meals, okay. But this, nah. You know? And because I don't know what year that was that I choked out and damn near killed her, but it happened. I banged her. I started choking that bitch. And it's in the book. It's in the book. She knows it. My father instigated the fight. That was wrong on his behalf. But she called me fat. She was really mean. And she was always mean. She always had those cutting comments and shit. But she went way too far one day. And here's the deal, you guys. It was so mean. I can't even repeat it. I don't even remember. It was just the most vile thing a human being, like, seriously, I'm not adding extras. It was just like the most vile thing a human being can say to somebody. And without thinking, I was so enraged with her. Like, I wanted to cry. Like, it hurt. Like, I looked at her and just went like went for her throat. My hand, I couldn't, my hand wouldn't listen to me. Like, you know, I didn't have time to like really rationalize. I was just like looking at her like, my hand like just went straight for her throat while I was still processing the mean shit she said. And it was like, yeah. And I was like, bitch, and like hit her. I'm not even right-handed. My hand, it was like the claw and shit. Like, it was Inspector Gadget. It was, that threw her off because she didn't expect that. Then I re-gripped and hit her with my real hand. And I just started, bitch, and then she was like, her hand was doing like this on the kitchen sink. My mom, what's going on, my mom? My mom faked like she was Fred Sanford and shit. Oh, no. Like she was like, she got into, Elizabeth, I'm finna join you. Like she always like faked, like this is the time. Like, oh, no, this is it. This is the thing that's gonna kill me. Like she did that. My father was just sitting there. Like, you know, because he really thought like she was gonna turn the fight around and give me what I deserved. And I was about to kill the bitch. And eventually he jumped in and separated us. And I almost hit him. Like, I don't remember. It was just the most vile, like, it was so fucking mean. It was so mean. And I was just like, So after that ass whooping, our house is categorized by ass whoopings. It's categorized by the year so-and-so got their ass whooped and now they don't fuck with each other. Like, my dad's still mad about that ass whooping from 1994. Baby, the epic ass whooping where my brother put the paws on him. Nigga, still mad about a 1994 ass whooping. But anywho, all that was happening in the background. And even when I was married, my sister tried to flirt with my husband. Bitch was trying to go have coffee dates with my husband. I was like, the fuck? He got cursed out. Do you know I don't like this bitch? What the fuck? Why would you? And that was another thing that, like, you know, which is why it don't surprise me that these motherfuckers, once I left everybody, ganged up like a goofy group of gremlins. Like, and formed like Voltron and shit. It doesn't even surprise me. They was on the whack shit before 2 quarters. They was on hella whack shit. It's just who they are, folks. This ain't new. It's not. And now I have an entire book to prove it. It's not new at all. Dude, there's been so many times I just walk the fuck off on these motherfuckers. Because I'm just like, I have no choice but to do comedy, dude. Because it be like, this is bullshit. You see through the goofy shit. You're like, God, listen, now look, nigga. Like, why would you? Because you see, what the fuck? I have no choice. Because those motherfuckers is crazy. And then, man, look. Y'all got me on my bag. Yeah, I gotta finish this book. Y'all got me on my bag right now. Everybody went back to Chicago. I ended up getting everything covered by my insurance company, and I finished the rest of the ride dolo. Got back to LA. Everything was different with like the comics and like people I was cool with before I left and got married. I started to see who was really happy for me, who wasn't, you know, and like how they really felt and shit. So the energy was real tense and weird when I came back, and that was the beginning of me just staying to myself, you know. I was living in hotels until I was finding an apartment. The first day I got back though, I came back and I did so much driving. The first place I went was Redondo Beach. I found a hotel like that I wanted to pay because I'm one of those people. I was like, I don't want to pay that price. I don't want to pay that price. Bitch, I'm trying to get an apartment. I don't want to pay that price. Oh, I'll pay that, right? And that hotel ended up being in Redondo Beach. The first day I got back to LA, once I left all them niggas behind and it was like officially I was here, like touchdown, I'm here. I put all my shit in the hotel, and then I went to the On the Run concert in Pasadena. My first day back. Because now I need to have some fun. Now I need to go out and enjoy myself, get in my bag, hear some music, sing my ass off and dance to myself and just be here. I got to be here with it over all that shit that I just endured. Because that's the type of bitch I am. I got to reward myself. So that's what happened. It be like that. Are you retarded? Nah, I actually have a 194 IQ. I'm far from retarded. I'm just real. I love how people like try to control you. They want to control you. And so they want to, and I know that that's also coming from this goofball at the goddamn bus stop. Steak ass bitch, you're lying. You ain't even help me. Oh, this is from Tracy. You didn't even help me with mom. You never choked me. Bitch, I've been choked you. And everybody tried to help you with mom. The thing is, she didn't want nobody helping her with mom, because then she would have to justify why she wasn't working for fucking 5 to 10 years and just at the house living off mom. In fact, the only reason why my mom, and I'm getting loud because that means she's in my live watching. The only reason why my mom made her the medical person is because she was the only one not working. She was always there. We was trying to get my mom a nurse because we was done with that bitch watching my mom. It was me and my brother, the 2 kids that really loved her. You fucking fat bitch. Yeah, this. Oh, and the retarded thing is just some shit. You didn't put me in the book. I told you not to put me in the book. Actually, nah, y'all names ain't even in the book. So you would have to read the book. Read the book, bitch. You could never keep a job. Bitch, you're lying. I worked since I was 17. Now, nigga, daddy was borrowing $1,500 from me as a fucking sophomore in college. I had cars before you hoes and everything. Apartments before you hoes and everything. Them shits ain't free. The fuck? I could never keep a job? What is you saying? I worked at TGI Fridays that shit got me through comedy. The fuck is you saying? You live in a tent. I know. Because I don't want to be around you motherfuckers. And I also don't want to be in the Illuminati. So there we are. I know you motherfuckers sold me. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. I got 3 dead relatives, so I guess I'm in there now, I guess. Yeah, we talking about 2020. I know. And in 2020, a bitch has put out 8 podcasts. I'm about to have my 3rd one come this Friday. I'm about to have my 3rd podcast in 2020. But I had already put out 6 motherfucking podcasts, one of which had 80 episodes. I've traveled to 3 countries, 2 new states a new state and a new territory that I've never been to, all on YouTube money and Cash App. Fuck you, bitches. I win. Hi, y'all. Here's what's real. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Here's what's real. The realest part about what's making motherfuckers mad is that they don't have the balls to do the shit that I'm doing, and they don't value themselves, and they don't think that you can do the shit that I'm doing. People always want to try to tell you what to do and how to do it until you go, you don't have to do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it this way. And they'll call you all types of crazies and all kind of whatevers, right? And then you just go, all right, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, us going back and forth about what you believe when you're wrong, what did that do? What did that do? You're still watching me. Bitch, I don't even know where you bitches live, and I'll never visit you. Because we ain't gonna have fun. I'm gonna go there to do what? You bitches don't even play cards, you boring bitches, you. Y'all don't do shit. We can't play video games? The fuck? You bitches don't do nothing. What can we do? Y'all don't drink? Y'all don't smoke? Y'all don't do nothing. You ain't even gotta smoke, because I'm not even the biggest smoker. I like, my weed smoking years got like a 10-year gap in the middle of them. You know what I'm saying? Kicked it off in like 04, 05. That's like the first time I ever tried weed and shit. Did some shit in 07. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you smoke weed, it's a habit. You know what I mean? Now, about 07, like, I hit the blood. I was in a movie and shit. We was passing the blood around. I was like, all right, fuck it, you know. 04, 07. There's like a 10-year stretch. And then, like, and also, here's the bullshit. The 10-year stretch comes because I didn't have Cali Green. Okay? That's what happened. Bitch, I worked at a motherfucking weed shop in Long Beach. Sober. Because I wasn't smoking Cali yet. I never had Cali Green, ever. I never had Kush. I never had none of that shit. And so, I ain't know the shit I was having in Illinois was the Huff. So I ain't miss it, because it was the Huff. I worked at a, bitch, I ain't had no job. I was a bud tender, bitch. I serving sativa in these bitches, in these motherfucking streets, nigga, in Long Beach. The only reason why I quit that job is because we was getting paid in cash. And you just can't trust businesses where you get paid in cash. Niggas be like, trying to, like, the accountant be mad fucked up. Like, you be, like, the hours we was in there, it was a legitimate California business, because, you know, weed is legal here and shit like that. It was a legitimate business. You know what I'm saying? But because of the nature of the business, they trying to run it like a trap house. Like, the hours were so, like, incorrect. We in there from 8 a.m. to, like, 8 p.m. Bitch, no. We have to have a lunch. Like, I used to run businesses. We got to have a lunch break. By mandate, you got to give us 15 to 30. You got a 15-minute breaks for every 4 hours. Like, I had to break that shit down to them. I'm like, look, we selling weed, so I'm not going to be that bitch. But you going to give me a 30-minute lunch break so I can go get the fuck out of here. You know, like, it was a mess. And then they was trying to keep all the money. I was like, I gotta go. Like, but even that period was fun. I mean, it's something I can tell the grandkids. That's another check off my list for the resume. But bitch, I worked at a weed store. Anywho, fast forward. I like edibles. Edibles, that's my pleasure. Cause that combines two things, you know, food and an incredible, oh my God. And edibles be fun. Cause the high sneak up on you. So it's a guessing game. When is it gonna kick in? Who knows? Oh my God, I don't know. Will it be right now? Nope, I don't even feel it. You forget about the shit. Those be the best. You forget about the shit. You be on to some other shit. Also, you sit there, you be like, I recorded myself on my phone looking for my phone one time. I was so high. It was amazing. Banana pudding edibles. Whoever thought of that first, God blessed you with an impeccable talent, and I am giving you your roses now because you are one of God's people. Oh my God, I was going so bad off of some banana pudding edibles. They were so delicious. I couldn't stop eating them. And that's the other part too, because you know they're edibles, but when they're good, like when they're tasty, you kind of don't care that they're edibles. You forget, and that's when they get fun. Cake pop edibles, bitch. These hoes is boring. You ain't never in your life. You bitch, God, we're grown as fuck. Bitch, this bitch 40. You ain't never in your life had a cake pop edible. Bitch, you're a loser. And I said it. I said what I said. If you out here in 2020 And you ain't just at least. I mean, cause I'm not advocating underage drug uses. You know what I'm saying? Be 21, okay? But if you're over 21 and you haven't at least hit a cake pop edible one time, you're not fun. You're a loser. And I look at you funny. I judge you. I judge you every day in my mind. Because what the fuck are you doing with your life? And then you know what? The main people who be all, weird about marijuana, like it doesn't have like medicinal uses and stuff like that. The ones that really be trying to act like, oh my God. It's like, bitch, mother, I know niggas that do cocaine, ho. What is you saying to me? What are you, bitch, I've been grown, okay? What is you, nigga, what? I know niggas on heroin, bitch. What is you saying to me? You are not gonna make me feel a way about some motherfucking edibles. You're not gonna make me feel bad about edibles and margaritas. You're just not gonna do it. And wine. Oh, I'm a wino. I forgot to tell you that part. I'm such a wino. Oh my God. Oh. These hoes ain't fun, and I can't do it. I we don't even have nothing like one school. The fact that we were young and we had to be under our parents' roof wasn't the common denominator for me and my sisters. We didn't really have much of a relationship. I had to pay for us to do shit. I mean, just to go eat or do whatever. Like, Lisa can't stage. I bought Lisa wardrobes from Aeropostale when that shit used to be. I was a college student going to pick her up. Yo, let me lace you with some gear real quick. Let me go and ice skate. That's how I got this fucking ankle. Fucking with that bitch. Cause she took up ice skating. It was something that she was really, that didn't make the book cause it's not important. Nobody give a fuck about that. But, she took up ice skating and it was important to her. And then back in the day, my little sister used to be my little booski. Okay. Honey bad. I'd go get her with the quickness. Like I had custody of her or some shit. And we would go on adventures. Because that's the type of bitch I am. But like what y'all not finna do is sit up here, rewrite everything, and make y'all selves like these stars and heroes. And you bitches is boring? What? The funniest part about my sister, my oldest sister, bitch is boring as fuck. Bitch boring as fuck. Oh, but let her try to, want to get some notoriety with people that she deems to be cool. Or people, like back in when she was trying to pledge AKA and shit and all that other shit. That bitch was a flunky. And I was like, well, that must be why I don't have no letters. Because, bitch, I could never be you. I let them hoes talk about me. I let them feel like whatever. But, bitch, I'm not finna be you. What the fuck? Bitch was a fucking flunky. Fucking flunky. That was another thing that made her mad. Because, like, when I didn't get letters and shit, being in Chicago, that shit didn't bother me. Because we all, like, pursued and shit. Like, my whole mom side of the family, AKA, the whole, like, everybody who went to college, who, like, was born in, like, the 70s, the 60s, 70s, and, like, well, I'm the 80s. So, my cousins are 60s and 70s. And they went to college in the 80s and 90s. AKAs. All of them except one cousin. She was Delta. All of them. AKAs. Everybody. Okay? I wasn't even interested in Greek life at first. I was the hooping bitch, and then I was on pom-pom and shit. I was on some boys. I was boys. And boys in my grades. That's what I was on. Got to college and was like, this shit is kind of fly, though. Whatever. And I was like, family was AKA. I was like, why would I be anything different? They were the first and the finest. Let me go educate myself. I'm going to go educate myself and see, because my college had one of the oldest chapters of AKA, Gamma chapter, because Alpha chapter was Howard, Beta chapter was Chicago, Gamma chapter, University of Illinois, third chapter ever created for Alpha Kappa Alpha, Sorority Incorporated. I'm gonna say the whole thing to not disrespect my fans who's in the, because some of y'all are in AKA, and I respect y'all. Y'all part of Rana fam, we family, and I know how deep that shit go, so I'm gonna say it appropriately to let you know that I got some goddamn sense. I ain't gonna disrespect the set you a part of, because I got some goddamn sense. But, it's already incorporated, bitch. You got to add all that. It matters. It matters, bitch. Anyway, so I did my research. They had, like, one of the most impressive libraries on in the country, actually, on our campus. And so it had like all these old archived like stuff. And so I got to do my research. And after researching, I was like, oh, I'ma do it. I kind of played myself doing that and being that because the Deltas always loved me. Shout out to Delta Sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Gotta say the whole thing because it matters, bitch. It matters, bitch. Okay, but shout out to all the women in Delta. Deltas always gave me love. And always. I can never say anything negative about them. They always show me love. They was down, especially since I was a poetry bitch and I was at the Black House all the time. Like, our Deltas on the campus, they were super pro-black. Like, for real, for real. They was about that life. And they was just like, yo. And it was this one OG Delta who loved me. Chandra. Shout out to Chandra Gill, wherever you are in the world. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. She loved me. And, yo, they was like, what is she doing? Like, yo, like, even the alpha I was fucking thought I was going to be. Because they loved me. That's neither here nor there. Like, I still was like, nah, man, I'm a stick with family on this. I'm gonna hold down what we on. Oh, okay. So then I still pursued grad, right? Once I didn't, this is important. The line, well, I can't even call it that. They decided not to put out another line when I was a pursuant, an aspirant. Like, we was doing stuff, like, no, we was going to events. Like, I gotta be accurate. We was going to events. And they decided not to have a process that year. And so nothing happened. So there wasn't nothing I could do. So I was like, all right, well, that's fate. Like, they decided not to do something, so I'll do it in grad or whatever. And that's where my former best friend became interested, because our whole college career, she wanted to be in a Latino sorority. She wasn't even interested in AKA. I made sure she knew all her stuff, all her Greek alphabets, everything. I got her all up to speed. I made sure she was tight, and we started going to the graduate stuff. And she had a plug with somebody who worked at one of her jobs, and she started inviting us to her chapter. And so we started going out to fucking Bolingbrook to like AKA events and shit. And somewhere in there, comedy called. Somewhere in there, in that activity, comedy happened for me. And I rode with comedy. I wasn't even mad about it. I wasn't even, it wasn't a question of, because it came for me, right? With everything I had going on in my life. None of this is going to make the book, so I might as well tell y'all. Because I'm not writing about none of that shit. It came to a point for me where I had to make a choice. I couldn't do both. Because you got to give up at least $2,000, to pay for, your process and all this other stuff. And that's just getting started. There's going to be event. Y'all got to buy gifts. You got to thank your ships. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's it's involved. And I was like, nah, I got to invest in this comedy thing. I got Jamie Foxx Laugh-A-Palooza October 2006. I started April 2006. And I had to leave my job in order to, I'll get back to that, because I'm on that right now in the book, and I'm gonna tell y'all this part anyway. But I had to leave my job because I was working over 50 hours a week at Family Video, being a store manager, and I needed to be there less so I could work on my comedy, like my jokes and my shit, and get that shit tight. And then I had to, work another job or do something else for money. Initially, I started working for my mom's daycare. I was like, I'm making them $40,000 to $75,000 a month. I don't even own the company, and they're trying to play me on the raise. I'd rather work for my mom's daycare and help my mama make this type of money. But me and my mama couldn't see eye to eye, and my mama was wrong. My mama wasn't trying to pay people, not correctly. Not only did she not pay me correctly, she didn't pay Sharina correctly either. I don't even fuck with Sharina now. Me and Sharina ain't got shit to say to each other at this point in life. But I can be honest and say she wasn't even paying Sharina right. And that's not right. Sharina only worked at my mama's daycare because she was my mama. She didn't have to work at my mama's daycare. And Sharina was a teacher. She went to college for education. She went to college to be a teacher. I didn't go to college to be a teacher. I went to college for television. I have a television degree, journalism degree. We working for my mom's daycare. She not paying Sharina correctly, which of course is gonna make her not feel the greatest. Bitch, this is my money. You're paying, that's my money. That's number one. Number two, she ain't paying me correctly, and I'm a child. I'm her child. I'm her child. She ain't paying me correctly. Bounce my payroll check. I was like, Mom, I'm not your other kids. I don't live with you. I'm not your other Mom, I'm not your other kids. I got bills, Mama. Like, bitch, I got an apartment out in Stager. An apartment you don't even visit. An apartment none of y'all visit. Bitch, I'm sitting up here trying to furnish the place. And you can't pay me on time. And not only you can't pay me on time, you bouncing checks. We fell out. Cause I thought I can't fuck with you, Mom. Cause my mom always wanted to hold me back. She always wanted to, keep us where we depended on her and her money. And I wasn't with that. I never was with that, ever. What I started to say earlier, because I was coming into awareness of this while writing, and I started to say this earlier. The thing about my mom that was always our issue, she liked when I was around. She liked it. It made her feel better. It made her feel comforted. It made her feel calmer. I reminded her of grandma. My moon is in Taurus. I had that earthly presence that, both of my mom's parents was earth signs. Her father a Capricorn, her mama Taurus. My moon is in Taurus and I'm a Virgo. My dad was an earth sign. He was a Taurus just like my grandma. But my dad was chaotic and wild and all kind of, he was always on some bullshit. I wasn't that way. And even toward the end, even when my mom was sicker and I was visiting the house, even in those days, she still wanted me to sleep in the bed with her. I'd be in the house, Ronnie, where's Ronnie? Where's Ronnie? Where's Ronnie? She always wanted me around. Even before, those times where she was sickly, just the regular times when I came to visit. You just gonna stay in the basement? You ain't gonna come up here? I knew what that meant. And so I was just like, all right. And we go, and, we watch Wendy Williams or something, and she go to sleep and shit, and I go to sleep. And, but it was just, she always wanted me around. And it would have been nice for her to acknowledge that, to say that. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to hear it more. I could have used it. I kind of needed it, mother to daughter, you know what I mean? But she never gave me that. Like, and that's what it was. She always wanted me around. When I was around, shit was different. It always was. But anyway, that's what happened with that. So check it. This is why it's a big deal and why she feels this way and all this other shit. So 06, I left, me and my mom, we fell out. I was like, I'll figure it out. I know I can figure this out. And I ended up getting evicted, and my car got on the repo list, all this other shit, because she bouncing checks. So I ain't got nothing to this. And she didn't want me to be a comic anyway. So I felt like it was one of those, I'm gonna make you not be a comic. You know what I mean? Because she wasn't feeling the comedy thing. We fell out over it. And I'm gonna put these obstacles your way. Nigga, I got a job at Gap, a job at Gas, because I was like, I gotta stay fly. I'm a girl. I gotta have clothes. I got a job at Gap, job at Gas. I went back to waiting tables. B. Cole gave me my first paid show for $25. And I was working at Leona's. I sure was. I was working at an Italian restaurant, Leona's. And I was working at Gap. I was working at Gas. And I was just figuring this shit out, man, doing all of that. I got hired at a steakhouse, McCormick and Schmick's. I was working in downtown Chicago on the lake. That was love. The money was beautiful for like a small amount of work, because motherfucker, the food was expensive, and so you ain't got to do a whole lot to make money. It was fly. I was doing that, and around that time, before McCormick and Schmick's. Hell no, I'm jumping ahead. No, I was working in telecommunications. There was a job that was like damn near all the way out in Wisconsin that I was working. I was selling like health insurance or some shit. And that's when Laughapalooza called. Like, what didn't call? I got the acceptance and shit. Back then, everything was by email and shit. But I got Laughapalooza. And I had been working at, the money was real good. The money was good at that job. And I had to decide if I wanted to. They told me I couldn't take the time off to go to Laughapalooza. That's what it was. And I feel like my sister got made in March of 2006. Yeah, I was still at Family Video when she got made. She got made in March of 2006. I was still working Family Video. I quit Family Video April 2006. I got Jamie Foxx Laughapalooza October 2006. And comedy was the reason why I stopped pursuing AKA. Comedy was the reason I left the AKA shit alone, right? My best friend got made November 2006. So comedy is why I left it alone. October 2006, I'm in Atlanta. I'm at the Laughapalooza joint. I'm doing my thing there. And I totally loved it and felt like I made the right choice. So the following month, when, you know, my best friend had her coming out party and like they, you know, they had their line and everything, I showed up. I was there. I wore a suit. I bought gifts. I was happy for her. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And I never was like, yo, y'all made and I'm not. I never cared. What happened was, tell the truth, shame the devil. I was like, all right, comedy took up so much of my time and shit, I wasn't interested. Once I came to Los Angeles, and I got out here in 2008, and I started touring like in 2007. I started touring January 2007, because my first for real road trip, I like Jamie Foxx Laughapalooza counts because we drove down to Atlanta to do that, but I didn't count it as working the road because I had to get Laughapalooza in order to meet the comics I met to get the work that I got later. And so you meet people, you get numbers, you set up dates in the future, blah, blah, blah. Laughapalooza was the starting point for that. January 2007, when Rail and Damn Fool got Bad Boys of Comedy, that's when I booked some New York shows. That's when I had my first New York shows. And I was excited to be out there, and I was a comic, an official comic, doing comedy in New York, the place where, you know, if you make it there, you can make it anywhere. I was happy with that. And so me and Damn Fool cousin, shout out to him, he's a cool motherfucker. I can't remember his name right now. Me and Damn Fool cousin rode in the motherfucking snow 10 hours to go to fucking New York, to go support Rail, go support Damn Fool, show them they love. Man, y'all on TV, yeah. And then I went to go do my shows in New York. So I was on the road. I started doing the road January 2007. When I got to LA, and LA life is different. LA life is more clickier. It made me want to be Greek again because motherfuckers look out for their people. This shit is about game. This shit is about affiliation. This shit is about who you know. And it just, that's the game. Either you, like Patrice O'Neal, motherfucker, told me in 07 at the Def Jam, nigga, either you gonna play the game and play the game the way you want to play it, or leave the game. He was like, but you're going to play a game. It's a game. And you ain't gotta play this. They ain't asking for you. You want in. You want in. You want in the game. You ain't gotta play the game. You can be a computer programmer. That's what he said. You can be I used to wear glasses back in the day. You can be a computer programmer. He was so observant. He's like, but you want in on the game. So play the game. But play the game the way you want to play it, but play the game. But it is a game. And you gotta know where you at. And you gotta know who you are. Like, he gave me all that and shit. And so I was like, that's when I was like, well, shit. This is a good time to, like, you know. And things were kind of going well at that point where, you know, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to look into it. I started looking at chapters. Shout out to the Inglewood chapter. They were very nice. I went to their fashion show, stuff like that. They Martin Luther King event. They were very nice. There was another place too But yo, Orange County showed the fuck up. Them ladies in Newport Beach, baby, showed the fuck up. They were fabulous. Shout out to Moab Salon Omega, okay? Fabulous. And they were so fun, and they were just friendly women, and they were dope and, you know, genuine and cool. And it didn't feel the same way it felt when I was trying to pursue in college. I mean, of course, we're grown and shit and people are mature, but still, you know, it was very much so, hey, we love our organization, we love our sisters, da-da-da-da-da. They had me speaking at their events. They had me giving clinics and stuff to, they had this mentorship program and shit. They had me doing shit on peer pressure, talking to the kids. They had me speak, and then they had me as a guest at their career summit, you know, sharing with people what it's like to be a comedian and how do I feel being a woman, and they was legit. And I was going to their skating events and all that shit, and what happened was, like, it's a process, building a line, and that's why I fuck with them and why they were cool, and I have nothing but amazing and positive things to say about those ladies. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't care if anything happened. I don't care about conversations or whatever I was around for. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for people, but I don't have shit negative to say about none of those women at all, because they were so fucking dope. They were so fucking real. And like one of them was saying, she was like, yo, lines take a lot of process. It take a lot of work to put a line together. There's like, especially when you're grown, like once y'all out of college, it take a lot of work, and people don't be wanting to dedicate all them hours. People got jobs, people got families, people got, you know, all kind of shit going on, and it's a lot to put together. And then you got to get the light. It's a process, and it was like, so since it's a process, it take a while. They was building up, they process and shit, and when they hit me with the call, like, yo, we definitely want you, I was like, this is not the time for me. There was some shit going on, and that's where the Dion shit was related and shit too. It was shit going on with me that I was like, this ain't the time right now. Damn it. And at that point, I just had to make peace that this is probably just not in the cards for me. Like, at this point, because at that point, I was already into my law of attraction shit, all that. And so at that point, I was like, if it was supposed to happen, it would have happened by now. And if it was really for me, it wouldn't be this much resistance. Something would have happened. Something would have shown, like, I've been doing this too long. A way would have been made, things like that. But it wasn't nothing I could do about it at that time. And because I'm a comedian, and the way my gigs run, the way things happen is a little different to some of the people that would have been my line sisters. Like, one of them was a doctor, one of them was a teacher, one of them was in law school or something like that. Like, my life was all the way different, and I don't do that comparison game shit. So I was just like, all right, I passed on it. But in that time period when they was fucking with me and I was doing stuff and going places, my sister hated me. Because I was like, when she was asking me questions and shit, I was like, oh, in Cali, it's like this, and they be doing this, and I love this, and she just was mad. Like, I thought that was gonna be something that was gonna finally be the key to fix our wounded, broken, bullshit ass sisterhood relationship. Hey, not only are we blood sisters, but we're sorority sisters now, bitch. Like, I thought. Child. My sister don't know how to be nothing but a hater. It's just who she is. I'm disappointed that my younger sister follows suit eventually, but my older sister don't know how to do nothing but be a hater. Like, dude, she wasn't happy to hear nothing about, I'm like, no, dude, and we had this event, and man, it was all on the water, and we did this and this and that. They was having tea time. Honey, I can't with these ladies. We had an afternoon event where you had to show up with your hat, like a you know, the shit with the hats and shit. Baby, it was so fucking fun and fly. They were awesome. Shout out to those women. That shit was dope. My Instagram is about to cut off because apparently I've been talking to y'all for an hour. You know, it's nothing. I do this shit for a reason and shit. Your sister is probably prospering while you're doing OnlyFans from a tent. Nigga, I'm prospering. The fuck is you saying? I'm living life on my own terms. I have no boss. The shit people tried to do to end my life, end my career, didn't fucking work.
I probably should sit on the